Good afternoon. Welcome to day 4, week 4 of your Summer Diamond Mastery program. My name is Mona Brown. And today I'm going to touch on a topic briefly about recognizing the success of your coaches. So when I was given this topic, I was a little bit overwhelmed by it, because when we think about recognizing the success of your coaches, for a few reasons I was overwhelmed. The first thing is, like a day like today, it's a rank advancement day, so exciting. And we recognize our coaches oftentimes. The simplest way is by creating a beautiful Facebook page post with artwork from Rona or Beautiful Mess or Canva or PicMonkey, whatever someone chooses, with a great picture of our coach, and then a great post describing their success. And I'm like, well, everybody knows how to do that, and if they don't, well, gosh, we got tons of information on YouTube and on the Inspire Empire page, and lots of you guys are rock stars at creating that kind of post. You don't need me to share with you how to do that. So that's not what this topic is about. And I was like, gosh, that's how do you talk about the success of your coaches? Well, that's the main way that we do that. So I'm not going to do that today, because you don't need that advice from me, because I'm learning from you guys a lot of times. So wrapping my head around it, I really had to think about, well, gosh, I'm getting better at recognizing the success of my coaches, because I didn't know how to do it all in the beginning very well. And so what makes me a expert? I'm not. None of us are. We're all learning. This is, if we didn't continue learning as leaders, we would just shrivel up and die, because we never stop learning as leaders, ever. So this was a very challenging topic for me, and I really had to think about it. So here's what I think about recognizing the success of your coaches, and this, I think, is the most important thing we can do as leaders for our coaches. And that is creating a team culture for our coaches. And how do we do that? Well, there's a few things we can do. Think about what a culture is, right? In a petri dish. So I like analogies. So a culture is something that grows from something else. So, if we have a culture in a petri dish and we add something to it, we keep adding, like, let's say sugar. Sugar creates that culture to grow over time. Add more sugar, it grows and grows. So my analogy is, we add our coaches to our team page. We add our coaches, they add their coaches to our team page. They add their coaches to our team page, your team page, and then you are creating some compounding growth, right? Like the Inspire Empire, 3,000 coaches and growing strong on the page. How did that happen? They're not all Anita's coaches, but they're coaches of coaches of coaches who see how exciting it is to have that kind of energy in a group. I mean, I know as a new coach, when I was added to that team, it fed me like that sugar into that petri dish. I loved seeing the daily pop-ups. I loved seeing the successes of people, and it motivated me to push harder in my business and do different things differently that I was learning from them. So my point is this in all of that. Create your team page. If you have a group, if you haven't done that already, don't let fear hold you back. Many of you probably have already. Create it. If you have one coach, add that coach. Because here's what's going to happen over time. You're going to have another coach. You're going to add that coach to the team, and then their coaches are going to add their coaches. It's going to grow. It's going to grow and grow. And next year you're going to have 300 coaches in your own team page. And so culture isn't about, I wrap this around my head too. Culture isn't about what I do. This isn't Mona's culture. This is Team Beachbody culture. This is why we do this. We do this business because we want to build a team. We want to be around people. Or you know what? We wouldn't do this. We wouldn't do this. We would find something else to do that suited our personality better. But we're doing this because we want to be around other people, and it matters to us, and it matters how we care about people. We do this because it's fun. We do this because we want to help each other in their struggles. We want to help each other in their, and we want to praise each other in their successes. So this isn't, you got to remember that when you create your team and start creating your culture, it's not about you. It's about your team. It's about what each person brings, you know? And that's so important to remember, because I think we can get caught up in making it about what can I do? How can I make this happen? What, you know, what do they need to see from me and all of that, when really we just need to be cheerleaders for our coaches and recognizing every day the little things they are doing. You know, little things like a post they post up, which they really provided a lot of value for their followers. So you just edify that on the page, or you edify that in a group chat. And you post when somebody post a beautiful picture that was really done well with a certain app they used. Edify that in your chat, in your group chat, or your page. So this really isn't about telling them they did a great job at Success Club, but that's important, right? I mean, that's important. We want to hit Success Club. We want them to hit Success Club 5, because that is a great groundwork for success later on. So Success Club 10 and on is a great groundwork. But, you know, we want to, as we go, we want to edify all the things they're doing, because it all matters, right? And that feels really good, to be recognized for the little things you're doing, not just the big things like rank advancement to diamond or emerald or diamond. You know, those things are great too, because they did it. But as we go, we want to recognize the little things they're doing every day. So I said a group chat. You know, I put all my personal sponsored coaches in a group chat, and we touch base daily. And that kind of conversation as you're going really gets momentum, and it's a lovely thing to see. So I create a group chat, of course. I create your group page, your team page. Do it. Even if you have one coach, do it. Another idea is to, when you do post on your about your rank advancements, post it on your personal page, guys. Look, it's your business page. Post it on your personal page. Tag your upline coach. Tag you know, Anita, if you want to. Tag some people so it gets out there. And then your coach, guess what? They get all these comments all day long on their page about how awesome it is they did what they did. Even if people don't understand what's happening, they still are congratulating them. So when you post it on your personal page and you tag them, and you tag your upline coach, and you tag all these people, everybody's seeing it. And these coaches are getting accolades, and it feels so awesome, right? So put a personal page. I just only started doing that recently. I cannot believe I waited so long. But anyway, do that. That's so important to for them to see that you cared enough about showing your friends on your page all about them. That feels super awesome. And the last thing I want to say is this, and I think this is something to take to heart, because it's easy to do. We do talk a lot about, you know, achieving Success Club, and we do talk about rank, because those things are important if somebody wants to build their business. But so if you've got a coach that's hitting SC15, SC30, you know, gosh, you know, SC10 all the time, and they're just real consistent, obviously you want to be very excited for them and to share their success. But please don't forget about the coaches on your team who are hitting Success Club 2 or 1 or 3 or struggling through another a month. Maybe they're not being as consistent as others. Because look, they need your support. They need you as a cheerleader as much as the person, if not more, than the person who's hitting SC10, 15, 20 all the time. They may not be as consistent. They may not be as active. They may not be as successful right away as your coaches that are hitting it every month, but they will be. They will be if you're their cheerleader. Now, I'm not telling you to hold their hand and to do the business for them, because you can't. But what you can do is you can be there. Don't forget about them. It's so easy to do. You know, it's easy to say, oh, you know, they're not doing as good, so I'm going to go over here and put my energy here. You need to stick with your people, and then your people will stick with you. And that's the truth. So I am just really wanting to say to you guys that culture matters. Culture is not about you. The culture is about your team. The culture is about that you share with your team more than you tell your team. You edify them. You chat with them and tell them how they rock. You check in daily and tell them how much you appreciate them through just being there. Don't forget about those that are slower. Stick with them, because they're going to be your rock stars later on, okay? We would not do this if it wasn't for team, because we all want to feel appreciated. We all want to feel like we're doing something good for people. And when you can treat your coaches like they're rock stars, no matter what they're doing, no matter what they're doing in their business, then you've got a killer team that's going to grow for you, and it's going to work, and they're going to be so with you the whole way. Well, I hope some of this stuck with you, and I guess this is hard. What do you do for homework? So I guess your homework really is just, if you haven't created a team page yet, I really, really want you to do that. So let me know in the comments if you have a team page, and then let us know the name. And then if you don't have a team page, say, I'm going to create one, and I want you to do it this weekend. And you know what? If you don't, you have coaches. You're all here, so put them in there, and then add them to your uplines page as well, because that's going to grow everybody on the same trajectory, and you guys are going to just compound over time. So I hope that made sense to you. I'm just real passionate about being a cheerleader for people. I'm getting better at organization. My videos aren't the best, those things, but I'm a cheerleader, and I love telling people how much they rock. I think you guys all rock, and congratulations on those who rank advanced today. And go out and create your team pages and let us know if you have one, what your name is, and let us know that you're going to do it, okay? Create your team, and you guys rock. Take care. Have an awesome day. Bye.